everybody. Welcome to Cooking with Lady D. Good to have you today. Hope you had a great weekend. Well, we're going to get started on what's going on this week. And this week we're going to do a couple of healthy dishes. We're going to start out with some oven fried liver. Yes, we're going to start with some oven fried liver. If you don't already follow me or on YouTube, feel free to go over there and subscribe. Or right here on Facebook, please invite your friends to join. Hey, oh my goodness! Hey, Donna, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, and hey, everybody. Again, we're going to do some healthy meals today. We're going to do some oven fried liver. That's what we're doing. Hey, Cynthia, how are you? Thank you, darling. You look as good, too. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Then I got to let y'all know what's been going on with me. Oh, yeah. For the last couple of days. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I got my gloves today. Can't be touching that liver and stuff without my gloves. So I got my gloves on today. We're going to go ahead and get started. I know a lot of people don't like liver, but a lot of people don't like a lot of things. And it's better to have something or eat something that's healthy for you because a lot of people don't like getting sick either or taking medicine. Neither do I. All right. So for starters, I have liver here. I have beef liver. Okay. Let me show you the packet I got it in. It's frozen liver. I didn't get the fresh liver. A lot of our stores, you can get fresh liver, but they have to basically order it. So this is the liver that's in the frozen department, okay? Real simple, real good. The kind I grew up on. As a matter of fact, I think I grew up on fresh liver more so because it came in that little white tray. Y'all remember that? Okay. Anyhow, I went on ahead and I marinated the liver in a little bit of heavy cream. Reason being, heavy cream is like a tenderizer. So because it's going to be oven fried, it may have a little crunch, but I want to make sure it stays tender, okay? Aside from the liver, we're going to do a full dinner. And we're going to saute some potatoes, okay? Fresh potatoes. I cut them up pretty thin. And it's going to have your onions and your garlic and all of that stuff in there, okay? So let's go ahead and get the fresh potatoes going before we start dillying in the liver. All right. On my tray here, I have about one stalk of the green onions and 2 cloves of garlic. And I do have jalapeno. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you know, it's okay. Because sometimes I like my food to have a little kick. Have some black pepper, parsley flakes, and then one of my favorite seasonings is the garlic and herb, okay? So for starters, let's just go ahead and get rid of this, or get this started. The potatoes. I have red onions in here and white onions. Once again, you want to cut them kind of slim, kind of small, because they're going to be sauteed, all right? One moment here. Some water in here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead on and add the garlic cloves that's chopped up and the scallion onions onto those potatoes so we can get this out of our way, and it's going to make more room for us. I'm going to go ahead and, not jalapeno, this is pimento, I'm sorry. About a teaspoon of pimentos, chopped pimentos I put in here. I'm going to put some pepper. I'm not putting much pepper because the pimentos is going to make it a little spicy. So let's say half a teaspoon of black pepper. My oven right now is being preheated on 375 for the liver. So next thing I'm going to go ahead on and the garlic and herb seasoning. About a teaspoon of that, I guess you can see. I'm going to go ahead and put on here. Alrighty. And then you guys know I enjoy using the EVOO, but I like the flavored ones. And I usually use the same bottle until actually I run out. So this is the one I've been using. Okay, it has the basil and the pesto and all that stuff. So I'm going to put some EVOO, let's say about a 1/4 cup. Because I don't want to boil the potatoes, but I want them to saute. And then I'm going to have, let's say about a half a cup of water. Okay? And that's it. We're going to go ahead and put that over here, cover it up, and we're going to let it go. Okay, I'm going to put it on, let's see here, about a number 3. It can cook slow. All right, so now once we've done that, that's out of our way. Now we're going to go ahead on and get started on the liver, all right? On the liver so far, I put black pepper on the liver, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to put some of my sassoon. Just maybe a quarter of a pack on my potatoes. Y'all know I love sassoon. So I'm just sprinkling some of the sassoon on top of that too. These are really easy dishes put together. You know, just cook and go actually. All right. So now we have our liver. Now what I do is what I use to fry it in. I don't know if you guys ever bought this before, but it is really, really good. All right. And it is the House Archery, the chicken fry mix. Okay. So rather than flour, it's chicken fry mix. Okay. We're going to use that. Now, in this liver, again, it's been marinating in buttermilk. And I did put maybe about 2 tablespoons of EVO in here as well. A little bit of black pepper. And I put about a teaspoon of the garlic and herb. And then that's it. Because the chicken fry, it has its own flavor as well. And I'm trying to watch my sodium intake. So when you know you're using some type of dry flour that already has its own seasonings, you don't want to overpower it. Because then you're going to get extra sodium that you don't need. All right. So, easy breezy. Go ahead on, take up a little plastic bag here. I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this in here. God, this weekend went by so fast. I haven't seen y'all since Thursday. My granddaughter was over this weekend. I was teaching her how to drive. She did pretty darn good, actually. But the first thing is, when she got in my car, I said, you ain't going to tear my car up. Let me introduce you to the brakes. I want you to get to know these brakes real, real good. Thank you. So, all right. So now that we have the flour in here, I'm just going to go ahead on, take a piece of the liver. And this liver is so tender already. It's really tender because I did marinate it in some cream. I could have used buttermilk, cream, even mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is like a tenderizer as well. Hey, Amber, how are you, darling? We're making some oven-fried liver today. So, yeah, I could have marinated it in mayonnaise as well. Those are all tenderizers. I use mayonnaise when I do my turkey for Thanksgiving. Yes, I do. And it comes out nice and juicy. Okay. So, here it is. That looks pretty darn good. We're going to lay that in the pan. Take out the next one. Shake that around. And, again, we're using the Archery, the chicken fry. Okay, as the coating. We're using that as a coating. That was real easy. And this way, you know, we're not dropping it in a whole pan of vegetable oil or anything like that. So it's healthier, actually. It's much healthier to eat it this way. Yep, I went to the doctor yesterday, y'all. Yes, I did. For my physical. I went for a physical yesterday, my yearly physical. But it was a new physical because I just moved to Georgia. So I had to do everything over here, EKGs and everything. But, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and lay that in this pan. So my appointment was at 10 a.m. Honey, it was a 6-hour ordeal. Yes, a 6-hour ordeal. I couldn't believe it. You know how you're sitting in the doctor's office, then you begin to get annoyed? Well, I sat there from 10 to 11. There was only 2 people in the waiting room. And then I went and I asked them, could I wait in my car? Because I had my mask on and it was kind of uncomfortable. So I went to wait in my car. Then finally, about 11 o'clock, they called me in to do labs and all that stuff. It's a nice facility because they do everything right there. Okay. So now we've coated. Oh, no. We got one more little piece. I'm sorry. We got one more little piece of liver. I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. Shake it around. Alrighty. It's almost ready to go in the oven. The oven is already preheated. Okay. So now we have all of the liver in there. I'm going to go ahead and take these gloves off. Oh, I moved my trash can. I forgot. I moved it over there. Okay, let me just clear up for a moment here. All right. So now that we have the liver coated and ready for the oven, I'm going to take a little bit more EVOO. And the oven is on 375. It's on 375. This is what it looks like when it's coated. Okay. Hey, Kay. How are you? Good to see you. All right. So we're doing, once again, for the ones that just chimed in, we are doing oven fried liver, beef liver. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit more of my flavored EVOO, put it on top of there like that. I guess you could say that was about a quarter cup. All right, so it looks a little like this. And I'm not going to cover it. I'm going to go ahead on and sit it in the oven. Okay? I'll sit that in the oven. We're going to come back here to these potatoes, sauteed potatoes. That's going to be with the meal. One moment here. Let me get a clean fork. I can actually bring the potatoes closer. No, that's the wrong one. I'm trying to still get used to the stove. Okay, see how those potatoes are looking so far? It's sauteed. Onions, garlic, scallions. A little bit of seasoning on there. This is going to go really, really good with the liver. Okay, so we're going to chat for a minute. So I went to the doctor yesterday, right? Honey, everything was in the office. You know, you usually go for your checkup. I don't know about y'all, but in my office, I usually go for a checkup. And when you take the blood, you know, when you do your blood work, they usually got to call you in a few days or something like that, right? Nope, not yesterday. After they took my blood work, I sat there and I was a little frustrated. I was a little frustrated because I'd never been in a doctor's office that long. But I couldn't see the doctor until all my test results came back. And that must have taken about an hour or so. About an hour. But then, honey, when those test results came back and the doctor called me in and I met her for the first time. She's a black woman, great doctor. I have never had a physical like that ever in my life, honey. When I say a thorough physical, oh my God. She even opened between my toes, between my fingers. I wore a cap because, you know, I'm like, I need a cap on. I'm out here with these people. I had to take my hat off. She needed to see, like, basically the follicles in my head. It was such an awesome physical, something that we all need, and she took so much time. I'm going to tell you, she must have been with me at least an hour and 15 minutes. And not only that, she did a lot of education. She educated me in so many ways and gave me so much material about a lot of things to take care of yourself after you reach a certain age. Because you guys know, like I know, well, most of you, once things start to change, honey, you got to start taking care of yourself. Not just physically, but mentally as well. You have to start taking care of you. So, my test results came back. Unbelievable. Oh, okay, there we go. Unbelievable. I lost service for a minute. Wow. Okay, it looks like we're back. Thank you, Jesus. I think I was saying that, at the doctor, so then my test results came back in, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good for a 61-year-old lady. Pretty good. Of course, we all have something that we can definitely work on. You know, that's just the way it is, okay? So, she started introducing me or sharing with me different foods that I never really heard of. For example, she told me to get some whole flax seeds. You ever use flax seeds? Flax seeds. Yeah. I never used this before. I never really heard of it because I've never been a health food guru or anything like that. But I went and bought some, and she says to take about 2 tablespoons a day and just put it over your food. And it does a lot of things for your metabolism, for your bloodstream, a whole lot of good stuff, okay, for your cholesterol, if you have cholesterol issues and so forth. So I bought that. I'm going to be using that. I'm not going to hold you long because I think we're having internet issues. I don't know why. But what I'm saying is take care of yourself. Take care of you. Please take care of yourself physically. Take care of yourself mentally. all right? Live your life. Make sure you're living your life. Don't allow anyone to have control over your being, okay? If it's something you don't like, hey, don't do it. If it's something you like, go for it. But just take care of you, because once you give yourself to someone to dominate, you lose all of you. You lose you. And the number one way of taking care of yourself is by making sure that you're healthy. You want to stay healthy. You really want to stay healthy, okay? Wait, let me do one thing here. Let me just warm something up. Yeah, you want to stay healthy, and being healthy physically is important, but being healthy mentally is even more important, because, you know, they all link up together. They all link up together. And it's so easy for us to forget about our own sanity at certain times, trying to please others or do others or fit into the box of what someone else has molded for us. Hey, I just say, remember you and remember who you are, because God made you unique, okay? So live your life, honey. Live your life the best you can, in the best way you can. And don't worry about what somebody else is saying. Don't worry about what somebody else may want you to do or who someone may want you to be. You be you. That's all that matters. You be you and take care of you. Because, honey, I'm going to tell you, on this journey that I'm on, let me tell you something. Bye, boy. Bye, Felicia. Bye, whoever. You think you're going to aggravate me? Oh, no, honey. Don't get aggravated by anyone. All right. So what's happening now, the potatoes are being sauteed, all right? Now, this is probably going to take about 20 minutes. As for the oven fried liver, in the oven, I would leave it for about 15 minutes, and then I would turn it over, and then I would leave it for another 15 minutes. So that's like a total of 30 minutes. But of course, it depends on your stove. But because it's the video, and for time's sake, boom, I got one ready. Stay with me. I'm a-coming. And this is how your steak fried liver should turn out. You see that? It almost looks like cube steak, doesn't it? It almost looks like cube steak. It is tender. Look, it's tender. It has its own little crunch, but it's made in the oven, so it wasn't in all of that oil. It wasn't in all the oil that you would need to fry it. And then here are your potatoes, okay? Oh, they're soft. They're soft. See, here go your potatoes with the onions. And then I have on the side some field peas, baby. You know, down home. I have some field peas and snaps on the side, and some slices of pineapple. But this is your liver, your oven fried liver. It came out awesome. So let me just taste a piece. I like liver. Oh my God. This liver is good. It is delicious. Right in the oven. Right in the oven. It is moist. Let me tell you something. It is moist. It is tender. It reminds me of a cube steak that's cooked well. Now, because it does remind me of some kind of steak, I'm going to take a little bit of my Heinz 57 sauce. Just a little dab. And I'm going to put it on a little bit of this steak. You can see this, yeah. Not steak. Look, I'm already calling it steak. This is liver, honey. This ain't no steak. It's liver. Come on, just a little bit. There we go. So I put a little bit of that Heinz 57 sauce on it. I'm going to grab a little piece that has the Heinz 57 sauce on it, honey. Oh my goodness. This is really, really good. I'm going to tell you, when y'all see me out here cooking certain things, you better get you some. I told y'all before, you better get you some. It is delicious. And for those who like liver, liver smothered in gravy, the same way I made the gravy for the pork chops, you can make it the same way for chicken, liver, anything. anything. You see me, right? I'm putting more. I really like this here. I really like it. Well, that's that. Let me eat a potato. Well, you see, I'm excited about the liver, but that's okay. I'm going to get some potato. Get some potato for y'all. This is a good meal. This is a healthy meal. This is a filling meal. And then, you know, you get your little peas on the side. If you don't want snap, if you don't like filled peas and snap, that's okay too. I grew up on this kind of stuff. So it's absolutely delicious to me. Listen. Try this. Try this oven fried liver, honey. If I'm laughing and eating, you better believe that food is good. And another thing, you see how I'm not even needing anything to drink behind it? Because everything is so tender. It is so moist. Gotta go. Until next time, you better get you some oven fried liver. It's good for your iron. You know, a lot of black folks, we have iron deficiency and anemia. Hey, liver will boost it right up. It's good for vitamin D and a whole lot of other things. Y'all take care. Delicious.